people, this is Verbally Unspoken, and you are watching 4 Degrees of Black. I'm serving as your moderator this evening, and again, I am Verbally Unspoken.
I am Watu.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Invincible.
And it's me, your boy Pat.
Now, gentlemen, tonight, since this is my opportunity to present a topic of discussion, I actually ran through several topics, asked some people what would be good to present to the 4 that participate in this channel. So I've decided on one. And so tonight's topic is to spank or not to spank. Now, by way of introduction, if you guys remember, there was a study published in September of this year that evaluated about 2,500 toddlers from low-income families. And the authors of the study concluded that 1-year-olds that were spanked behaved more aggressively at age 2 and actually did not perform as well as other children who were not spanked on thinking skills at age 3. And then if you guys can remember back in 2007, there was a study that was published that said that corporal punishment is actually counterproductive and may result in antisocial behavior in children in later years. So, there are 2 questions that I want to pose to you on this evening. 1, do we or do we not spank our children? And 2, if we do spank, where is the line drawn between spanking and abuse? So, I will open the floor up to none other than Invincible.
Child, let me tell you something. Black folk have been whooping their children since the beginning of age. Ain't nothing wrong with them then, and ain't nothing wrong with them now. Now, I do think that you raised a very important question. Where does beating or whooping a child become beating a child? Whenever you see blood or you get to the white meat, stop. But before then, it's okay. It's all right. It happened to me. I'm not antisocial.
Okay, all right, yeah. Let me say this. I mean, you can say when you see blood or to the white meat, but I can punch a child in his temple and I won't see no blood or no white meat, and I'll kill his ass. So with that being said, I believe that if you're going to spank a child, that you should do it in such a manner where it's not going to leave a bruise, of course, and you're not going to see blood or the white meat or whatever. However, I don't wholeheartedly agree with any of those studies out there. I feel like some of those studies are biased because you can get a certain group and a certain population of people and call it a study, and then now you supposed to have some kind of credentials or your stuff supposed to be validated because this is what you found. I believe that as working in a certain field that I work in, I see kids all day long that need their ass whooped. Okay? Not spanked, but whooped. And I think that we got to this point in day and age that we want to just give people titles. And we say somebody antisocial because they got spanked. No, they probably antisocial because they have a mental illness or some kind of disorder. See what I'm saying?
Okay. I guess the biggest issue that I have with, spanking or beating a child is the message that is received. Like, if you are spanking your child because they did something wrong, are you teaching them not to do the bad behavior because they're going to get spanked or because what they're doing is wrong? Like, for instance, if your child steals from the store and you spank them or beat them because they stole an item, are they not going to steal anymore because they're afraid of getting beat? Or do they really realize that stealing is wrong? And so,
either way,
I guess the big message is...
If I beat you to the fact that you're scared to steal?
Good, because you shouldn't steal. If I beat you because stealing is wrong, good, because you shouldn't steal. Ain't nothing wrong with beating a child for another reason and another lesson is learned. See, that's the problem, folks. Beat your child.
I will agree with you, but if you're going to beat a child, you should at least let them know, I'm spanking you, I'm whipping you because X, Y, Z, and then you tear their ass up.
Not right. You should state what your intentions are with the beating, right? Because how many times have we got a beating and we didn't necessarily agree with the beating, but we know we didn't want another beating. The beating was the thing that we were trying to get away from, and that's what people aren't doing anymore, which is why kids don't care. They ain't gonna do time out. Time who? My mama threw an encyclopedia at my head in the house, and it hit me in the head. Right, and you know what I learned?
Can I say something? Can I get in here, please? God damn. Shit. Let me be like Nene Leaks and have a sip of my drink and then speak my goddamn mind, okay?
Please, tell us how you really feel.
Yes, you should beat your motherfucking kids, alright? I made a video about this one morning when I was watching that goddamn Super Nanny. You need to beat your kids. That whole, putting your child on timeout shit does not work. Children are smart enough to understand the difference between right and wrong. Once they reach a certain age, they know the difference between right and wrong. Now, a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, maybe a little pop of the hand or something, so they can get the point. And you do that right after they have done something wrong to reinforce that they not do that bad behavior again. They will get the point. It's just like giving a dog a motherfucking snack after they do a trick. They understand that this is what I need to do to get that damn snack. You know what I'm saying? Just like a child will know, this is what I need not do to get my fucking hand not smacked. Alright?
You know what I do think? I think we need to whoop the parents that don't whoop the kids.
Exactly. Wait.
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 You
know what?
If the children ain't learning the lesson, the parents need to learn the lesson.
But you have to also understand, too, that whipping does not work for all kids. Some kids, you can hit them, and they're going to hit you back. Yes, they do. They're not getting beat by the right parent. Their parents
the right way.
Their parents don't know how to beat them. That's the problem. That's the problem. These kids, these motherfucking parents are so damn afraid of Child Protective Services, CPS. You know what I'm saying? They're so scared of CPS. They need to learn how to beat these kids.
And what would you say for those parents that beat their kids like senseless as a form of punishment and discipline, and then no, listen, and then the kids still grow up to be delinquent as teenagers and adults, and they still have issues, even though they got tore out the frame when they was 5.
I don't know any child, and this is, this is out of my friends, but birds of a feather flock together, so I really can't go too far with this statement, but I don't know anybody who was beat as a child who ain't doing the right thing now.
Well, hold on. I do know a story to that fact. My cousin got beat down. I'm still scared of his mom. I'm talking about I'm 32 and she's my favorite. But I say that to say this. That household was a Christian household. Your regular black family. You got your whoopings. Mama was in control. Daddy did what everything he was supposed to do, provided and everything. So it wasn't a broken home. Right. Some kids are going to choose to go down the wrong direction. But then again, we get to a point where if you've done what you're supposed to do as a parent, and your child, like my cousin wasn't crazy to the fact that his mama was going to beat him senseless, right? However, when he was old enough and was out on his own, he made decisions that were not becoming of the family where he came from. And yes, he paid for those, and he's still paying for them now. But he'll tell you in a heartbeat, "Oh, my mama beat me. I remember she came home one time. She walked in the door, went straight to the room, and got a belt and whooped him in the middle of the hallway. They lived in a trailer." And so I saw everything, and I didn't even have to go around the corner. I saw it. So yes, you're gonna have children that go wayward, but that doesn't mean that they're not gonna respect their families and everything else. It's a difference between having a bad child and a child that's not respectful, and I think that may be something we need to talk about in this video too. Some children are disrespectful, and they haven't been taught respect by their parents. Now that cannot be beat out of a child, but you do something wrong, you get beat.